The Soviet Union is in the middle of its worst crisis since World War II. Current General Secretary Mikhail Gorbachev has been embarking on a reform program embodied by transparency and openness. By now, Soviet influence over Eastern Europe has dissipated, and Gorbachev is planning to distribute autonomy to the republics within the country itself.
Tomorrow, Gorbachev was due to preside over the signing ceremony for the new Treaty of Union. More power to the republics and less to the centre.
Although this is what the people want, hardliners of the party are opposed to this reform, so much so that they are willing to launch a coup against Gorbachev. Soon to be called the Gang of Eight, Vice President
Yanayev was Gorbachev's choice for the vice presidency last December, a choice many radicals said had been forced on him by conservatives within the government.
Prime Minister Pavlov.
Gorbachev's Prime Minister Valentin Pavlov also turned against the man who promoted him only last week.
Head of the KGB Khrushchev.
Backing his grab for power today was the head of the KGB, Vladimir Kryuchkov, a man who has not hidden his animosity towards the country's fledgling democratic steps.
Minister of Defense Yazov and 4 other significant Soviet figures are in on the plan. While Gorbachev is away at his holiday home in Crimea, he would be detained under house arrest, with all communications to the outside world cut. Back in the Kremlin, the Gang of Eight would publicly declare a state of emergency, stating that Gorbachev was too ill to perform his duties and Vice President Yanayev would be forced to entrust himself with presidential powers. Historically, the August coup was unsuccessful, as the Gang of Eight failed to detain Boris Yeltsin, a key Russian politician who campaigned on anti-authoritarianism, rallying the people against the coup. 4 months later, the Soviet Union is dissolved, presenting us with the Eastern Europe we see today. However, in this mod, the August coup was successful, and the Soviet Union lived to see the 21st century, and now it's up to me to restore its might on the world stage. Hi, I'm Colonel Cam, and welcome to 11 years as Yazov's Soviet Union in Red Dusk. Hello guys, this is a brand new Hoi 4 mod that I'm so excited to play. At the time of recording this, it came out a couple of weeks ago, so I'm a little late, but it's because these videos take a while to make, and I really put a lot of effort into this one, so like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. Welcome to Red Dusk. I am so excited to play this mod. The first thing I noticed was the factions. NATO is a literal faction and not just a bunch of guarantees. In our one, the Moscow Accord is no longer the Warsaw Pact because we have no control over Eastern Europe. So there obviously was some sort of collapse that the Soviet Union had endured, but they still survived. I don't know, we've got Lithuania, but they're looking to break away. I mean, the country is essentially in shambles. Just because the August coup succeeded doesn't mean it got better. Anyway, I started looking around the map and it made me realize how much potential this mod has. Yugoslavia still exists. I mean, it's fallen apart at the seams. There's actually a focus tree for Yugoslavia. That's not the full focus tree. It's like a TNO where like you complete one, you get another one. The Taliban, we need a Taliban focus tree. I know I saw Gaddafi over here with the green flag. I think Gaddafi has got like 11 more years of rule. Oh my gosh, this mod has so much potential and it looks so good. I'm probably going to play this mod instead of Great War Redux. I'm going to take a break from Great War Redux. I will return to it because there's still a few paths that I do want to play, but I'm going to, until I finish all the content from this mod, I'm going to, put that on hold. We are playing the Soviet Union. We got Gennady Yanayev, right? This guy. And there's a specific path that I want to play. You know, there's actually Vladimir Putin. There is a Vladimir Putin path. I'm not going to show you the path guides because that will be spoiling it for those of you who want to play more paths by yourselves, but you can play Vladimir Putin. I started looking through all the national spirits and oh boy, we are in a lot of trouble. Essentially, our economy sucks for multiple reasons, and there is a lot of party infighting / stability lowering modifiers such as memories of the August coup and rising separatism across the Soviet Union. However, there was this one Cold War modifier that I thought was very interesting. For every proxy war we win, it gives us bonuses, and for every one we lose, it gives us debuffs. I wonder where proxy wars are going to start. There's probably going to be a lot in Africa. There's going to be a lot in the Middle East. I imagine this will be a proxy war again. Pakistan, India, maybe. Normally, I like to play minor nations when I get introduced to a brand new mod for this exact reason. I don't know what any of the technology is here. I usually play a minor nation so that I can like focus on like having smaller amounts of industry and really know what's important. It may look like I have a lot of things to produce, but when I took a closer look, it's really just a lot of things that are doubled up. Like I was producing 1980 tanks and 1990 tanks when I only need to produce one. In terms of building,
It actually, what I really like, I noticed about this mod is obviously the building is really simple. It's not like TNO or something where they've redone the whole building mechanic, but it gives you the buffs and debuffs you get for each building. So like right now we have a negative 27% debuff on civilian factories,
which didn't stop me from building them because we need civs.
Okay, let's have a look at the size of our army. We got 200 divisions. Look how many tank divisions we got. And then there's all these, what are these? Mechanized divisions? Yeah, mechanized, rocket artillery, then just normal infantry down here. Paratroopers, oh. And then don't even get me started on the decisions here. Wow, we got a, what is this? Build a nuclear warhead. So I'm guessing every so often we can just build a new one. We've got none?
It's surprising we start with 0. I don't know where our nukes went. I hope no one's got them. Anyway, we have this factionalism mechanic, which basically gives us bonuses depending on the popularity of a faction. We got the conservatives, militarists, reformists, and KGB.
And then we got aiding Africa. Through strategic aid, we will supply the MPLA in Angola against the UNITA.
Yep, the proxy wars have already started. Angola, and I'm pretty sure Ethiopia is another one.
Can I send volunteers? I can. Ethiopia, you're getting some tank divisions.
The problem with sending volunteers is that I can't train units right now, so if they die, I've lost them forever. They also got some lore here about Yanayev's New Year's message about how it's watered down, and because there's a big crisis going on, he's not very happy, so yeah, the people are unsure or something, I don't know, you can read it. I also sent some volunteers to Angola, so hopefully I'd win both those proxy wars.
You know, maybe tanks was a bad idea. I should have brought mountaineers. Do we have mountaineers? No, we don't actually. What? We don't have mountaineers?
There was some more violence in Lithuania. Let's just ignore that. Yanayev was resigning. Anyway, he's about to resign.
We're losing stability too. Everybody knows Yanev says... Everybody knows his day as chairman of the Soviet Union are numbered, especially after failing to deliver the prosperity and peace that he had promised after the 1991 coup. Helped Ethiopia win. They're done. EPL forces defeated. We do get this modified, so this Cold War modifier went up because we won in Ethiopia.
So we won in Ethiopia, but Angola was a different story. I got my unit into a bit of trouble.
I'm in a bit of a situation here. I've got my dude in a situation. Oh no. No.
He died. Let's ignore that. Anyway, we have a very important decision to make, which essentially decides the fate of our nation.
Knowing that the party itself is more divided than ever, he had to make a choice here. There were many things he could criticize today, but if he did, his speech would have no end in sight. Therefore, there should be an E here. He had to make a choice. Now, we're going to do the militarist faction, alright? Union's lack of military readiness. So we get the military increases its power or its high influence now. Look at that, 63 out of 100.
After Yanayev delivered his final speech, he retired, and because we chose the militarist faction, Yazov became leader for the Communist Party.
Yes, perfect. All right, this guy's a militarist. All right, this is the new focus tree now. This is a bigger one. What should I start with? I think there's only one I can start with. Yeah. The militarist.
The first thing we decide to do as Yazov is influence North Korea. And we do that through decisions where we spend command power to get influence points and then spend influence points to get influence. Once we get 100, we can click this button here, which puts them on our side in the Cold War.
All right, well, let's turn our focus to... Oh, no, we can't. That's 50 political power. I'm never getting political power. Sabotage Chinese interests. Fund the North Korean army. Oh, Kim Il-sung will love that. He will love that. We can invite him to Moscow.
I accidentally said Kim Il-sung. I forgot it's the year 2000. It's Kim Jong-un. It's like 2 generations away.
Purge the enemies of our union. Oh my gosh. And I can secure Yazov's position. It takes 5 political power to purge people. Oh no, the death of Gorbachev. Oh, this is so sad. I remember when that happened in real life. Like, it wasn't even that long ago.
We're out here like Joseph Stalin, purging people left and right. It's kind of concerning.
It's 2001 now. Oh, is 9/11 going to happen? We'll see around September, right? We'll see if it's going to happen or not.
I came across a fork in the road being my focus tree. I could either openly collaborate with conservatives, etc. and the KGB, or I could just go it alone. And I decided to go it alone and do even more executions, purges, and assassinations.
Yazov is going to be the next Stalin. I need no friends. We've had the option of working together with party members ideologically close to us, but that would be a sign of weakness. Nah, I just seen the moustache of the leader of Bangladesh. Nah, he cannot be wearing that moustache, man.
Next thing you know, bro's gonna annex Burma and then demand the lands of East India. The leader of the Taliban too, bro is just mogging everyone, even with the beard. I mean, look at this profile picture.
Just purged a bunch of people. Comrade Marshal Yazov. He can work in peace knowing all the traitors and all the dangers to him have been removed. A speech for the world. Look at this. He gets Marshal of the People, Division Organization, Supply Consumption goes down, Stability, Max Entrenchment, Removed Memories of August Coup. Oh, that's also really good. And he becomes the Iron Marshal. We lose political power gain, but like a tiny amount, but we get all this stuff as well.
I'm not sure if it's just specific to this path, but for this mod, we get so many insane bonuses. It is crazy, the attack and division defense bonuses for our army, and I mean, over the course of this video, we got to get like over, I don't know, you'll see. Anyway, a speech for the world. Comrades, Yazov's voice echoed through the Congress building as he stood at the main podium. Our union has been progressing at an astonishing pace. There is no doubt when I say that we might see the productivity of our workers double or even triple in the coming years. We will not allow the reaction to grow within. We will not allow another Gorbachev to arise and lead the working class astray. Our country, our people, and our army will not allow any foreign or domestic attempt of destroying the heritage of the Great October. We will follow the path of Marxist-Leninism, and we will defend it to the last breath if we have to. The Soviet army is not just the sword and the shield of our union, but of the working class of the whole world. And I can assure you, comrades, that neither it nor I would rest a day until the imperialist threat is destroyed and until the red banner of the working class flies over the world. From that speech, you might get an idea of where this path was heading, and oh boy, it's going to be a lot of fun. Marshal in every barrack. Wait, there's a portrait of him in every barrack? This is literally how to be a dictator 101. The African National Congress requests our military support. Yeah, okay, we'll help them. I can send volunteers, so you know what, we're going to do that. Those ones may have also died. Oops. Anyway, completing the last focus unlocked our military and economy tree, and I gotta go through both of them before I can worry about foreign policy. We need to destroy these guys if we're gonna have. Oh, now they get liberated. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what were these economic decisions? I forgot about them. I'll do that. Oh, look at all this stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yeah, I'm doing it all. By now I had enough influence in North Korea to press the button, and when I did, it did nothing. Well, not nothing, it made them on our side, but I don't feel like I got anything from it. The civil war in South Africa was no longer a civil war as Mozambique, Botswana, and Zimbabwe intervened. Division training and modification. Oh, we can finally train and modify divisions now. Finally, let's train some divisions and modify some divisions. Now, what infantry template do we want to use? I trained a whole bunch of divisions, mostly tanks and mechanized, which are actually heavy infantry, not mechanized, but yeah, I wanted to keep my army like motorized, so I didn't train much infantry. See if we can... September 11th. Terrorist attack on the World Trade Center. Happened and America immediately invaded Afghanistan. In fact, they actually asked us to join the invasion as well. I said no, I'm not collaborating with the Americans. By now it was 2002 and we could begin our crackdown on the nationalist groups inside our country. This involved clicking decisions to increase stability and decrease resistance while also moving troops inside the specific region that was revolting. First was the nationalist groups inside of Ukraine, and I was trying to deploy troops using the garrison tool, but I couldn't figure out the states that made up Ukraine. It looked nothing like Ukraine. I think that's Ukraine. Next was Lithuania. Their Baltic brothers, Estonia and Latvia, have been independent for a while. I guess they see no reason why they can't, and well, we're about to show them why. I forgot to mention, Hungary also invaded Romania. They're both ultra-nationalist right-wing groups, so it's kind of funny seeing them fight, but I sent volunteers to Romania because I don't want to see Hungary on my border. Oh, tensions between Hungary's neighbors increase day by day, yeah. They got a lot of land they want back. That is a lot of Hungarian divisions. Oh my gosh, are you seeing that? This is like the Germany. This is like the Germany of this game. Not be the Germany of this game. They would lose the first war they fight in. Anyway, the last breakaway nationalist state I had to put down was Chechnya in the Caucasus. They were the easiest out of all of them, and for the rest of the year, I just spent it watching how the war between Romania and Hungary played out. I didn't care who won. In fact, I actually sent my volunteers to the other side of Romania just because I wanted both of them to fight. Let's go! 2003! Whoa, guys, it's the year I was born. Would you look at that? Romanian victory, and then there's a democratic revolution. I don't know how Romania won. It looked like Hungary had controlled a significant portion of Romania, but whatever. And then, thank you. My divisions came back alive. Would you look at that? That does not happen often. And like in the year 2000, our population is what? 191 million. You know, I thought that would be higher. At least over 200 million. I thought maybe that's just me, or for easier numbers, or maybe to make the game not lag. I don't know. The world is beginning to go crazy. Indochina had a war we're fighting in right now. The Japanese are secretly rearming. There's a picture there with the rising sun flag. It's kind of concerning. And Yugoslavia has decided they've had enough and just declared war on each other. There we go. Red flag over Bangkok. Separatists defeated in Yugoslavia. Tito's spirit lives on. Lukashenko gives us political power gain.
What? Oh, look. Iraq declared war on Kuwait. Saddam Hussein is doing the thing. He's doing the thing where he invades Kuwait.
I'd finished my economy tree and I could finally recover from perestroika, ridding me of these horrendous debuffs.
I cannot wait for this mod to give like the India-China conflict some content. That would be crazy. Imagine a 3-way. Oh, just as I was talking about a war between India and Pakistan, it happened.
What makes things even more interesting though is then India suffered a communist revolution and now I knew exactly who I was going to support.
Taliban take over Afghanistan. Oh my god, guys, it's just like real life. The Taliban have just reclaimed Afghanistan. I'm glad I didn't intervene in that war there.
Did the USA happen to leave any guns lying around for them by chance? I don't know. While everyone was distracted in India, the continuation Korean War happened.
The Great Asian War.
The Korean continuation war was supported by the Chinese invasion of Taiwan, and then the Japanese supported Taiwan and South Korea, so now there's a whole Asian war.
Look at all of the divisions in Korea, man. So many here. Global economic crash. The increased tensions and the eruption of war in Asia has led to a financial crash all over the globe never seen before.
I was focusing on Korea though, trying to get my divisions to sneak into Busan.
What's wrong with the tank divisions? I just want to check. Do they have high enough organization? 24 org. That is not enough. Oh my gosh, I gotta add heavy infantry immediately.
After increasing the organization of my tank division, the train to Busan, if you will, was a pretty smooth ride. We got there.
Okay, we just have, what is this? Democratic Republic of South Korea? Democratic Republic of Korea. Oh, okay, yeah, they're just a puppet. They're gonna be united though.
Turning my attention back to India, I had made it to Delhi and the Indian Revolution was successful, so now we have a communist India too.
The Red Bear's fist is done, so now this should be unlocked. The little traders, Estonia, Latvia, Azerbaijan, and Armenia.
We pretended to ask them if they were going to join. Even if they said yes, we still would have invaded. These invasions were called War Plan Stalin and happened simultaneously.
There we go. Latvia and Estonia, done. Thank you. Armenia, Latvia, a tragedy.
Don't read all that, we didn't commit any war crimes. With those little countries out the way, we could unlock a new focus tree. It was the legacy of the Warsaw Pact.
We do. Warsaw Pact Reborn. It is an invasion of Hungary, Bulgaria, unless some of them agree, which I doubt they will.
And so I began a massive invasion to prepare for the occupation of Eastern Europe.
2005, we are literally about to invade the former Warsaw Pact, except for the Czech Republic. There it is. Hungary, Bulgaria, Slovakia, Romania, Poland. Let's go. Now, Poland actually might be a little hard. Poland is one I'm actually scared of. Are they all going to be combined in forces against us? Oh, they've got an alliance. The Eastern Europe Alliance led by Poland. Right, okay. The Eastern European War.
I wanted to calculate how many men I was actually using to invade Eastern Europe. After averaging every division to be about 10,000 men, this is the number I came up with.
1.77 million. I'm using 1.77 million troops to invade Eastern Europe right now. Guys, this is insane. This is incomprehensible. And we've only lost 35k.
Romania was the first to go, followed by Bulgaria, and then finally Poland. Because they were the major, the faction capitulated.
So we can only annex, it seems, in this mod. There's only an annex option. I didn't turn on player-led peace conferences for this reason, just in case there were scripted peace deals. But it seems it's not scripted. It's just we annex it all, and then... yeah. Can't even take their navies? Dang. Oh, it already happened. It happens automatically. Okay, but the Polish People's Republic, Slovak Socialist Republic, very nice. The Hungarian People's Hungary's gone through like 3 different ideologies in the span of like 2 years. They were like right-wing nationalists, and they were democracy because they got beaten by Romania, and now they're communist. Romanian People's Republic, beautiful. All right, and we got the Socialist Republic of Bulgaria.
And with Eastern Europe well under our control, it was time to get rid of the Moscow Accord, re-establish the Warsaw Treaty Organization.
Warsaw Pact Reborn. There it is, the Warsaw Treaty Organization. Love to see it in Hoi 4. Gotta say that. Okay, the only focus we can do is the Czech issue. Czechoslovakia once united and prosperous under communism. Czechia poses a grand issue for us as they were the only country in our former sphere that was able to get under the protection of NATO. This sadly means any direct invasion would be outright suicidal. I like how the focuses are ordered. Like we can only do certain ones after ones are done. That makes it really, really good. I don't have to be like, what do I do?
What do I do? Oh, I don't even know where to start. Like, in order to get the Czechs back into our sphere of influence, we're going to make a coup or a communist revolution, all right, backed by us and no one else. Literally just me, all right? I don't think there'd be anyone in the Czech Republic. This gives us 75 political power. Rally loyalists. Essentially, we use more political power to click decisions that allow us to get support up, and once we have enough support, we can launch the coup. I mean, backed revolution by the people. Allies only does 10. I need 100. Oh no, over 80. Dano done. Okay, we're gonna spark the flames, get 100 political power. Oh, Korean unification. Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Man, this guy would be smiling more than he's ever smiled in his life. Oh, Yugoslavia just declared war on Croatia and Slovenia. The Yugoslav War. I could send 9 volunteers to Yugoslavia. At this point, I'm just fighting the war for them. Done everything that we possibly can to ensure this success of the revolution in Czechia. We will let our Czech allies know that it is time to paint Prague red with the blood of the counter-revolutionary scum. We can reclaim a useful ally today if everything goes according to plan in 42 days. Hey, revolution in Czechia. Here he is. The Czech Socialist Republic. We also got the option to reunify Czechoslovakia, and of course I did that, the most goated duo since. I couldn't think of any goated country duos. Leave a comment down below giving me some ideas, because I don't have any. Anyway, there was one more minor country that we needed to get revenge on, right? A country that humiliated us back in 1939. Yes, we were going to return to Finland. 2006, we almost finished our doctrine. We can go terror tactics or aggressive mobility. I think we lose stability with this for some reason. I'm already at 18%. I'd rather not. But unlike the Winter War, this was over in a matter of days. It was so easy. Oh, these are so fast. I love how fast this is. When they were defeated, we got this Soviet occupation of Finland, which is a concerningly high amount of paternal autocrat popularity. Interesting one. Right, yes, Molotov, a stroll in Helsinki. No longer shall Niet Molotov echo through the forest or the many Finnish lakes, alright? I thought that focus was actually really funny. But jokes aside, we now have a new border against NATO, so I decided to build some supply there. Sweden joins NATO. Yeah, I expected that. Okay, I need to add that to... Why can't I... See, this is what I don't like. I can't make that go across to Sweden just because they're a different country. They're both in NATO. I should be able to do that. Okay. There was one more country that we had to deal with, but we weren't going to invade them, and that was Yugoslavia. They just needed a bit of convincing. Offer they can't refuse. They get an ultimatum. We will deal with the Belgrade by inviting them over into our cause. So hopefully they'll see an error in their current ways and join us to fight capitalism. And they accepted it. So now Yugoslavia is in the Warsaw Pact. And I was wrong. There was still one more small country I had to invade, and that was Albania. Your forts, Enver Hoxha, that's not him right now, but your forts do not hold. Your forts suck. I was using a paratrooper division there. Oops. Establishing a civilian administration in Finland. Socialist Republic of Finland or the army will stay. I'm not doing that. Establish that. Yeah, there we go. Soviet Finland. We are now back as a major power on the world stage, even stronger than we were before because we have Finland. You'd think we'd stop here, but no, this guy is a madman. Project Red Dusk. The Chinese have betrayed communism and our trust too. They will pay with their blood. We will come over there and teach them a lesson that they won't forget for a very long time. We have to mobilize our army to a whole different side of the continent. Or to a whole different continent, actually. Now, I was pretty concerned about this war with China. It's the year 2006. I made sure to build supply around the front line and just pray that our tanks and mechanized would be enough to overwhelm their infinite manpower. This is NATO's dream. The Soviet Union and China fighting. Is this not NATO's dream? Like, would they not want this to happen? And the thing is, even if we do beat China, how is this going to affect our standing against NATO? NATO aren't fighting anyone. I'm the one who has to fight China. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've set up what I think is going to work. A smaller army at the bottom here. This is like where all the impassable terrain is. It's just 2 armies. I got the Green Army, which is covering all of Mongolia, which isn't really that important land if you ask me, and it's stretching all the way around Manchuria, all the way into Vladivostok, so they're like kind of just guarding the whole thing. The Red Army is like more tanks and heavy infantry, and they're like just around from here all the way to Vladivostok, so they're just kind of around Manchuria and northern China. And so there was the plan, and we were going to end China's domination over Asia. There it is. War against... Oh, they started attacking us in Turkestan? What in the world? So it began, and we were making pretty good advances in Manchuria. The Sino-Soviet War. 2 stars, 1 sky. Fortunately, our army was more advanced than China's, so our tanks were able to break through the front line and reach Beijing, encircling all of Manchuria. The last thing I wanted to do was stop and slow down though, because if I gave them any opportunity to reinforce, they would just be a brick wall.
Oh, I mean, look at these guys go. Where this guy's off, man. He's doing whatever he wants. So we have cores on all of Manchuria. We do. That is so OP. We have 10 million manpower in reserve now. What's our core population? 2.37 million. What are the casualties? 3.22 million to 697,000.
I didn't count how many men I was using to invade China, but it was probably over 2 million.
Right, the Battle of Shanghai, guys. The Battle of Shanghai. Okay. Hey, we won it. The Soviet Union has defeated the Republic of China. What have we got? Wait, I thought we got cores on Manchuria. Why have we puppeted it? Red Dragon's demise. The head of the Red Dragon has finally been cut off. Their futile efforts against our mighty armies has stopped.
The funniest thing is that the China we just fought just got exiled to Taiwan. With China dealt with, there was only one enemy left for us to conquer. But this one would be the most difficult one yet. The age-old enemy of America and NATO. So I began preparing my army. I even created a fallback line in Poland just in case NATO were pushing me back. I probably wouldn't need it because the focus tree is giving us so many bonuses. First, it gave our puppet states attack bonuses and defense bonuses against America. And now I'm getting like a 15% attack and defense bonus against America.
The day which our forefathers have dreamed of has finally come. No longer will the Soviet Union stand by and watch as the capitalist world order lingers its decaying corpse and uses every possible opportunity to harm us. They thought they could bully us into submission. They thought we'd give way and fall. But today we show them that the Red Army bows to no one. Today we will show them the might of the Soviet Union. Look at all right, let's go. We declare war on the USA. All right, calling in all of my puppet states. Let's go, let's go, let's go. China, all of them, I don't care.
Now there were 5 fronts that we had to worry about. First was in Scandinavia with Sweden and Norway, and I didn't plan on pushing, I just wanted to hold that front. Then there's the Polish-German border, which is the main front of the war. The smallest front was between the Yugoslavia and Italian border, and then there were our 2 fronts against Greece and Turkey.
Oh dude, oh no. This is working here in Germany? We've just been nuked! How do I fire nukes?
Please keep in mind that they fired the first nuke, okay? They started it, okay? So what you're about to see, just keep that in mind.
See what we think about that. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Bad luck. Thank you. All right, there's also one place I really want to nuke. Oh.
Okay, I think we're even now. That's completely fair, yeah, we're even. While I was going around nuking everyone, my army in Yugoslavia had actually done quite a bit of pushing into Italy. The Turkish border with the mountains was very hard to push through, but I came up with a solution.
Good use of nuclear weapons right there, okay? Hang on. I did not just say that was a good use of nuclear weapons. Who says that?
It was more a strategically successful use of nuclear weapons, and I was able to break through Turkey very easily.
I've only got one left.
I used up all of my nukes bombing cities instead of the front line. That's a big mistake. So I had to come up with another plan to push. I instead concentrated all of my tank divisions onto the German border. Very successful if you couldn't already tell, and it led to the capture of Berlin.
Oh, I forget we have 150 infantry. Let's train some tank divisions though.
The Turkish front had slowed down once again, so I came up with another plan, and I was going to invade them from the Black Sea, Crimea. And it worked like a charm, and Turkey was the first of the NATO countries to capitulate.
Hey, we got it. We finally got Turkey. Oh my gosh. A bunch of guns and other stuff.
With Turkey out the way, Greece was a pretty easy opponent to take out next. So far, this is what the front line looks like. We are definitely winning. We're slowly advancing west, but it's taking a lot of effort, and it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Anyway, I did the whole concentration of tanks thing again in Germany. I'm pretty sure they'd be familiar with this tactic, but apparently they're not, because we keep using it and they're losing to it. The aim here was to reach Denmark and encircle all of their troops in the north.
Oh my gosh, man. This is so fun. Going around with tanks is so fun. Up into Sweden from the south and then crush. Oh my gosh. That's what we do. That's the plan. That's literally the plan.
If I could reach Denmark, I could cross over into Sweden, and then using my Scandinavian army in the north, and then from the south, I could slowly crush them like a sandwich.
Now, I'm going to start attacking with these guys now. See how that goes. It's going well. Wow, it's going really well. Surely when Sweden capitulate. Oh, yeah, we defeated Sweden.
With Sweden down, Norway would fall too, and we have complete control over Scandinavia.
High concentration of tanks. Here we go. Get to Frankfurt.
While I was using my tanks in Germany, I also decided to try and push down into Rome.
Okay, my tanks did this. Let's keep going. Oh, yeah. And my favorite part is when they all spread out. It's so nice. It's so satisfying. Oh! 18 divisions here. Wait, but that's like 16 times 2. That's like 32 divisions? Oh, just gone. Bye.
Germany's next capital was Stuttgart, which I managed to just encircle and then take. From there, I managed to make my way to the Swiss border, which encircled so many NATO divisions against Austria.
2009. I had a small break because this was a very long game. Ignore all the mountains, guys. Just drive around them. Guys, just drive over the mountains. The mountains aren't an issue. Just go over them. It's fine.
The mountains weren't as much of an issue as the river, the Rhine River, where I actually kind of struggled to cross it. In encirclement, though, I had finally done it, and then I broke into France. From here, I wanted to follow that river, that I'm not sure what it's called, but the river that goes along Lyon, right, down into the south of France to encircle all of the troops on the Italian border.
There we go. Another encirclement. This isn't that big, but it's good. There we go. Oh, that's so good. That is such a good encirclement right there. And they're done.
We got it, and I wanted to look at the casualties, and these numbers are so wild.
7.9, so 8 million to 23.5 million. These guys are still around, man. Oh my gosh. This should be the last time I have to deal with them, please.
For some reason, during this game, encirclements were so hard to destroy. I'm not sure if it's because I encircled so many divisions at a time, or if it's the mod, but it just took forever to destroy them. You'll see that there was this one encirclement in particular that I had to resort to extreme length just to destroy it.
I think I can push in the north here now. Wait for the dust to settle.
Those handful of atomic bombs and then the pushing afterwards caused Germany to capitulate.
I wonder how insane the peace... Whoa. The Great Middle East War? This is a thing? But what about the oil? Oil shortage. No, we're in the middle of a war against NATO. What do you mean oil shortage?
I think we're okay for oil. We have Azerbaijan and Romania, okay? No issue. Anyway, I kept pushing with my tanks in the north, eventually reaching the Netherlands, Belgium, and then did the Germany tactic against France.
Oh, we're pulling the Germans. They're pulling the Germany. We've made it to the Bay of Biscay.
After taking Paris, I then spotted the opportunity for the greatest encirclement I think I could ever pull off in my entire life.
Yes! We got to look at the casualties after this. Okay, so before, 32 million. 32 million is what they're at.
Closing this encirclement was not easy though. I mean, there were hundreds of divisions in here and I'm pretty sure they all had like some local supply.
This has got to be the best encirclement I've ever had. This is better than... I've done a lot of decent encirclements. This one has got to be like... That's just 37 gone right there. I'm not checking casualties until this is all done. This is going to be like impossible to take out. And then there's this one. There's 41, 53, 10, 12, 20, 41. What in the world? There we go. Okay, casualties. 37 million.
Those casualties didn't even include the other encirclement, which I completely forgot about, to be honest. Capitulated, and all that was left was to push into Spain and England. I forgot about England.
Whoa! Communist States of America have just spawned in. Who is this? Gus Hall. Why does that look like Donald Trump?
This was huge. For some reason, America have had a communist uprising. I did not do this, I promise, okay? I think it's a mechanic where if they start losing the war in Europe, they get a communist revolution. It's so surprising. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any military access, so I just had to hope that they could beat America.
Now, why would they ever exist here? That's the thing. The communist states of America, that would not exist in this area, in Texas, in Florida. They've got the location wrong. Just spawned in like that. I was just talking about, guys, we need to wrap this war up. And the communist states of America just happen to exist. How many divisions they got? 116. Oh, they got slightly less, but...
I didn't finish my sentence again. I was supposed to say, but they're all in Europe. Yeah. Anyway, this encirclement in Germany is so hard to beat. They are not falling. So if you would like to guess what I did, I'm sure you would guess it because, I mean, it's the only logical answer.
Only way I could wrap up this encirclement. The only way. I swear to God. Yeah, okay, we're good now. Oh my gosh. That has got to be so many casualties. 39 million. That's what we're talking about. Now, how's Spain? The push into Spain is not working.
The communist states of America were doing extraordinarily well, but unfortunately, they would not capitulate. The USA would not capitulate unless you take every single one of their state and territories. But before I worried about America, I wanted to deal with Britain and Spain, so I invaded both of them.
Canada capitulated? Oh, okay. America's going to follow soon then.
I decided to invade Anchorage in Alaska, and that still wasn't enough to capitulate the USA. They've lost their whole mainland now, by the way. I think Hawaii is the last place I have to invade to capitulate them, so I went ahead and did it.
Oh, peace conference. The Soviet Union has defeated the United States of America in a military conflict. Whoa, look at all this. Okay. The GDR is back. The Italian Socialist Republic.
I started just going through all of the socialist regimes in Europe, seeing if I recognized anyone. I didn't.
Thank you for playing Red Dusk. Wow, that was such a great first playthrough. The war was so fun. That was probably one of the funnest large wars I've ever played. Yeah, it didn't slow the game down at all. It was like a good difficulty. I really liked how I didn't have to invade America. They had like a little communist uprising. Guys, check this mod out. This is such a cool mod. I'm definitely going to go and play every path of this mod. This was just the first one. I'm going to start playing this. Oh, look at him. He's got a little hat. He's a little hat. That's a big hat.
I'm really excited to see where this mod goes from here. I'm getting my wisdom teeth out tomorrow, actually. So this will probably be the last video for a bit longer than normal. I'll be back to it as soon as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. The intro to this video was a blast to make. Learning about the August coup was really cool. Yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.